This is one of the best phones that Vivo makes, and it's not my claim but a claim by Vivo's own track record of the X series. So we are reviewing the Vivo X300 Pro today, and as always, we'll be putting all the claims to the test. Now Vivo remains one of the few flagships that still do this, and I think they should keep at it. I'm talking about Vivo giving a charger, a cable and a good quality case all inside the box. Now having all of it here just ups the flagship advantage and the overall experience, and you're getting everything you need to start using the device right out of the box. And then we have the phone itself. This glass and aluminum alloy sandwich here has a certain heft to it, but it isn't bulky. The camera bump protrudes but also acts like a grip. And here with the flagship, we have 4 camera cutouts but only 3 lenses at the back, which means there's a fake camera cutout and is priced, but it doesn't really look that good here. But moving on, the buttons on both sides are a bit too high for my liking, especially the shortcut button, but this shortcut button is one of the best implementations of such a key that I've seen so far. You can customize it for 2 functions. For instance, by default this is set to switch between ring and vibrate on a long press and to toggle the torch on and off on a double press. I've let it be on that setting only, and it has proven really useful in my testing. Now at the front you have a 6.78-inch LTPO AMOLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. Still no 140Hz from Vivo, but for most apps it's only 120Hz capability, so this is good. Now this is a flat panel that also houses the under-display fingerprint sensor, which is blazing fast, but again not as snappy as I have seen on the phones this year. However, the display experience is good. It is a 1.5K HDR 10+ screen and it is good for use in any lighting condition. Outdoors too, this is a bright screen, but it has a certain glare to it, so an anti-reflective coating would have been better. But for most outdoor use, this is a solid screen, accompanied by solid speakers, and I mean this is a loud earpiece. I was in Old Delhi testing this phone, using it there in that rush, and I didn't need the full volume to attend a call, so that's good. Now this is a flagship, so it has to have flagship specs. So Vivo gave it a Dimensity 9500 processor, mated to 16GB LPDDR5X Ultra RAM and 512GB UFS 4.0 storage. Or in simpler words, this phone will handle anything you throw at it. Now I played BGMI at max settings, Ninja Arashi 2 and Tomorrow on this phone, and all the games ran smooth. And not just smooth, but compared to other flagships that I have recently tested, this ran cooler with fewer hiccups and no noticeable frame drops. The updated Origin OS 6 also has some really cool elements like the new flip cards that use the phone's gyroscope to animate the wallpaper. Cool concept, but the animations are limited for now. It also gets a glassy, transparent effect for the control center, and I think we all know where we have seen that before, but this one remains decently visible and readable even in direct sunlight. App switching too and multitasking also is smooth, and most of the apps and even some games resume exactly where you leave them, so that's really good RAM management as well. With all that power, you would expect the phone to drain faster, but the 6510 mAh battery on the Vivo X300 Pro is surprisingly good. I got a full day of backup even with heavy camera use, including 4K video recordings and some photos. And then you have this 90-watt charger inside the box, which is delivering a full charge under 1 hour. But for a 2025 flagship meant for 2026, this still has a USB-A charger. But that aside, this is an all-day battery coupled to a really good fast charger. But we have not talked about the one feature that this phone absolutely nails: the cameras. A 50MP wide plus a 50MP ultra wide plus 200 megapixel 3.5x telephoto along with a 50MP selfie shooter. The cameras perform well in almost all lighting conditions, and there is no detail loss, and the colors are also really nice and natural. And scene-based mode suggestion is also spot on. You just aim the camera and it automatically suggests the mode to shoot in. food mode for food, high-res mode for landscapes, and so on. For portraits and portrait videos too, the edge detection is really good most of the time, and Vivo has worked on the post-processing to make skin tones seem more natural, and that shows. Video-wise, you get up to 8K 30fps recording option, and the results are also steady with good colors. Here's a real-world test of the cameras on the Vivo X300 Pro. And if these capable cameras are not enough for you, then you can up the game and get yourself one of these. The Zeiss telephoto range extender for the Vivo X300 Pro. This extends the maximum zoom for up to 5400 mm, and thank God this is a big module, because if this were discrete, it would be a privacy nightmare. Now, while this thing is absolutely crazy for hobbyists, here's a capability demo that we took. This is a picture of a society guard's register taken from the 11th floor using this extender, and I had to blur the notebook because the details were still legible. That said, I'm still amazed by the capability of this camera hardware and the limits to which you can push it. So yeah, the ability to put on a case, attach this extender, and have this kind of reach from your phone camera is really good. And now here are some shots on your screen taken first from the maximum zoom of the stock X300 Pro lens, and then taken with the telephoto range extender connected to the phone. So there you have it, our Vivo X300 Pro detailed review. Summing up the whole video, we can confidently say that Vivo has created a capable phone and an even more capable camera system for this phone. While it misses out on the 144Hz display or a 7000 plus mAh battery, the current specs are pretty future proof. So if you want a flagship that is camera centric and can literally extend its capabilities, the Vivo X300 Pro here is a no-brainer in our books. And another no-brainer is the Gadgets 360 subscribe button, so hit that and it will bring all the latest tech coverage right to your screen. My name is Manik Beri, you're watching Gadgets 360, and we'll meet in the next video.